Jack and Mel weigh in.
Back to Jack and Mel Super Rad MMA Show, a Polika Media production. As always, I'm joined by my brother, Mel Brown. How you keeping, player?
I'm good. I've just about recovered from the UFC hangover.
One that I find very intriguing is Dos Anjos and Michael Chiesa.
Yeah.
Dos Anjos wins that all day, every day to me.
He should do. It's just, he's another guy, lots of miles on the body, and at some point the wheels are going to fall off. I don't think Michael Chiesa is the guy to do it, though.
I just don't see his path to victory.
No, like Dos Anjos has the advantage everywhere.
I mean, Chiesa's another previous 55er, so he's not going to be physically so overwhelming for Dos Anjos that, you know, that he's going to bully him around. His jiu-jitsu is unbelievable, but Dos Anjos has
better
jiu-jitsu.
Like, I would say
substantially
better jiu-jitsu.
And Dos Anjos definitely has a massive advantage on the feet. So no disrespect to Chiesa, I do question where he will be able to beat Dos Anjos. I think Dos Anjos will utilize leg kicks every time he steps in. He'll probably take him down.
He's just better everywhere. I think. Yeah, I can't pick against Dos Anjos here. I struggle to find one part of the game where I'm like, yeah, you know what, Chiesa actually has the advantage there. I just think there's levels to this, and I think RDA is and has been an elite fighter for a long time, and Michael Chiesa never quite reached that peak.
Well, Chiesa isn't even ranked at welterweight.
No, I'm just looking at his he's fighting, you know, a veteran's run. His last few: Diego Sanchez, Carlos Condit, and Anthony Pettis. He's literally fighting Dos Anjos after fighting Diego Sanchez. Like, that is a redonkulous step up.
Yeah, night and day step up, and you know,
and that's no disrespect to Diego Sanchez, because this is 2019 Diego Sanchez,
and his win over Carlos Condit as well. You know, it's
another guy who's just
close to done.
Well, should have been done for whatever reason. He's just not.
His two previous losses, both by submission.
I think it could look a bit like the Kevin Lee fight.
Yeah, that I actually, just before we were on air, I predicted a submission win from Dos Anjos, and it's. I mean, he could win on the feet, but I think it looks a lot like the Kevin Lee fight. I think there's a backwards and forwards in the feet.
I think you're absolutely right.
RDA takes him down, and I could even be a head-arm triangle again.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That would be my opinion. It's an odd one because, I mean, the likes of if you're looking at welterweight, I think Neil Magny would have been a good fight.
It's a big fight. It's not. He's obviously had a few welterweight fights now, but it's a massive jump up. Like, he's completely just skipped
the top 10,
and straight into 5 or whatever Dos Anjos says now.
And fair play to him for taking the fight, you know, because he clearly believes he can win.
If he can pull off a victory, he's undefeated at welterweight and has a victory over the number 5 guy in the world.
I think Neil Magny would have been the matchup that I'd have looked at. Neil Magny versus Michael Chiesa, something like that, or a Vincente Luque even.
Yeah, tested the waters.
Test the waters a bit, yeah. But it is what it is. So what's your prediction?
Same as yourself. I think RDA taps him out.
I'm going head and arm triangle again.